Vindictus is an action MMORPG created by devCAT, an internal studio of Korean free-to-play game publisher Nexon. Vindictus is a prequel to the popular MMORPG Mabinogi and is known as Mabinogi Heroes in Asia. Vindictus takes place in the same setting used in Mabinogi, but is placed chronologically several hundred years prior to the first game during a period of war and strife. Vindictus follows Nexon's traditional free-to-play model. The game itself is free to download and play and charges no purchase price. The game contains a virtual item shop to purchase in-game items with Nexon's virtual currency called NX to enhance the player's character's appearance and abilities. Gameplay: in Vindictus, classes and characters are one and the same. When beginning the game, players will have a choice to play as one of 9 characters, each of which has different combat skills and abilities. Players are free to alter certain aspects of their character's appearance, but basic abilities and combat styles are set at character creation. All characters are gender-locked. Though the game was originally intended to have 5 characters, there are now currently 10. Vindictus is particularly combat-intensive when compared to many other action MMORPGs. The combat is very fast-paced and rewarding. It uses more combo-based combat than timing of activatable skills. The combat is very rewarding because of its dodge block or die mentality while in combat as opposed to the typical out DPS the boss mentality. There is a dyeing system that allows players to dye clothing and weapons for an entirely unique appearance. At character creation, people may customize eye and hair color, hairstyle, height etc. There are some customizations that require NX, but they do not use premium character cards. Instead, the player must buy them during customization. These customizations give players a boost in the LUK, or luck stat, which increases the chances of dropping more evil cores. Each playable character has unique skills making gameplay different across each character. In addition, most characters have 2 sets of skills for their main and alternative weapons. Skills can be upgraded by using AP points which are awarded by completing battles and overtime, even while offline. One can only go to instance dungeons to gain experience or complete quests. One can do either venture to dungeons alone or go with some other people. If one goes in a party with other people, monsters will become stronger, but there is more chance to survive a battle with a friend. Also, when in a party, the health capacity of bosses will increase. One can do dungeons on normal, hard, or hero modes. Hero mode can only be unlocked from LVL 50. Characters/roles/classes, Lan is a male character described as an intrepid warrior with a passion for weapons. The character specializes in dual-wielding weapons, specifically swords. His main role in the party is DPS and relies on critical hit rate, damage and cap, speed and evasive maneuvers to win battles, but lacks any form of self-defense. His alternate weapons are twin spears, which comes with increased damage along with constant attacks and a fair evasion but has less abilities and also takes more damage from enemy attacks. He starts off with the ability of wearing light armor, but later gains the ability to wear heavy and plate armor as well. Fiona is a female character described as a balanced warrior who wields a sword and shield. Fiona is an all-round melee character, using a single one-handed longsword to fight while using a shield to block and defend from heavy attacks. Her true potential comes from the combination of her 2 arsenals, allowing her to parry and counter-attack to create openings in enemies. Her alternate weapon is a long hammer which causes more burst damage at the cost of attack speed. She starts off with a small shield, but later gains the ability to use a large shield, increasing her blocking ability with the inability to use certain counter-attack skills. Evie is a female magician who uses different types of magic to help the player and the party. Her main role is burst damage and DPS, but has several support abilities available. Unlike most other characters, Evie is heavily dependent on intelligence rather than strength to bolster her magic damage, which is mostly acquired through cloth and light armor, and is incapable of grabs. Evie's main weapon is a staff, which is used for burst damage and support, and her alternate weapon is a battle scythe, increasing her DPS at the cost of her healing abilities. Karok is a giant male character who utilizes brawling within the battlefield. He can do impressive but slow combos with a battle pillar, but he can throw the pillar and switch to hand-to-hand combat, which causes more damage at the cost of defense. He uses many physical special moves against monsters and bosses, using his skills and stature to dominate the battlefield, such as his ability to grab and intercept most bosses regardless of size, and can crush and/or rip apart smaller enemies that would otherwise be unrippable to other characters. Though Karok lacks the ability to dodge, he can nonetheless reduce all damage dealt to him and then use self-regeneration abilities to recover the damage he received. His alternate weapon is a cestus, greatly improving his hand-to-hand combat style. Kai is a male character who plays the archer role. Kai is very agile and has many burst damage and DPS tools at his disposal. Unlike other characters, Kai's bow has two forms, short bow and long bow, the former utilizing quick automatic aiming and strafe firing, while the latter using power and distance at the cost of decreased rate of fire. He also has a couple of melee attacks when fighting at close range, and can also use bow techniques to slide far away from the enemy and resume attacking at long range. Kai also has special moves against enemies and bosses, such as chaining the enemy to the wall floor or mounting and delivering a powerful blow to a boss. His alternate weapon is a mechanical crossbow known as the cross gun, greatly increasing his rate of fire and grants him access to explosive weaponry, but sacrifices evasiveness and has lesser abilities. Vela is a female swordsman who, like Lan, uses twin swords. She exhibits the power of wind, using it to slip directly through enemies, deflect most projectiles, and pull enemies into one spot, bolstering her counter-attacking ability. Although her playstyle seems identical to Lan, she has a much more proficient dodging ability but much less damage potential through normal and smash attacks, as her whole playstyle revolves around counter-attacking. Her alternate weapons are chain blades, a pair of chain whips with blades attached to them, allowing her to attack from great distances, restrain enemies and increasing her damage output, but at the cost of counter-attacking abilities and decreased survival. Herc is a male berserker, using constant and hard-hitting attacks without tiring, and is armed with a greatsword. Herc's power stems from his slow but powerful attacks, as well as the ability to increase his damage reduction and self-regeneration. He can also use sheer force or counter-attacks to knock his enemies off balance, especially bosses. He currently lacks alternative weapons. Lin is a female character that utilizes glaive along with quick, well-timed attacks. While Lin's damage output is slightly lower than the other characters, her ability stems from placing marks on her enemies and then detonating them to rack up huge amounts of damage. She also has great evasiveness, able to move around quickly with great distance and even slide directly behind her enemy from far away to resume attacking. She currently lacks alternative weapons. Orisha is a female character that utilizes in both swordplay and magic using her spellsword. She heavily relies on intelligence and strength and, unlike other characters including Ivy, uses a mana bar in addition to a stamina and SP bar, which allows her to cast unique spells. With a spellsword and a focus, she combines sword slashes along with magic blasts for devastating combos and uses her mana to strengthen her blade, teleport, absorb mana off her enemies, and can even bring time around her to a grinding halt. She currently lacks alternative weapons. Scylla's transformations are special skills that allows players to take on the form of a paladin or dark knight, each of which gives significant boosts to stats. Transformations can only be activated once on the hour and resets every hour. However, a player cannot transform more than once during a battle run. When battling in transformation mode, transformation experience is rewarded to the player, in which they can increase their transformation level and put points into specific transformation skills. However, not all skills can be attained, thus each player can vary in transformation abilities, whether it be a supportive or offensive playstyle. Both transformations increases health, stamina, defense, physical and magical attack power, SP gain, knockdown resistance, strength, intelligence, willpower, and agility. Paladins tend to focus on defense while Dark Knights possess higher physical and magical attack power. players can achieve a higher degree of transformation, completely changing the appearance of the character as well as abilities. Players attain a more powerful arsenal of abilities and stat boosts when undergoing this second transformation. However, this second transformation costs at least 10 AP and 2 SP bars to activate. Transformations last for 2 minutes, while the second transformation lasts for 1 minute. However, if the first transformation's time goes beyond the second transformation's time, the remaining time for the second transformation will be that during the first transformation. Titles can be attained by completing stories and battles, defeating specific enemies, collecting items, or performing specific actions. Some titles offer bonus statistics to enhance a player's character in the following categories: STR, AGI, INT, WIL, and HP. Titles are automatically accumulated and stacked on the character. All increased statistics are automatic. Players can choose which title they want to appear above their heads to show off to other users. Selecting a title does not earn one the specified statistic increase, as it has already been permanently added the moment the player earned the title. Having the title appear and having no title appear gives the same effect and is true to all titles. A token system was implemented as a means of preventing people from playing excessively. Higher-leveled or excessive battles cost tokens to enter, which gradually increases as more battles are performed. Tokens are restocked on certain days of the week. Alternatively, special tokens may be purchased from the cash shop, which provides slightly better benefits than normal tokens. The token system was eventually phased out in the North American version, was not released directly in the European version, and had been replaced with a fatigue system in the Korean version. Plot Season 1 The time period of Vindictus is set several hundred years before the era of Mabinogi, fantasy life. In this war-torn world, the humans believe that if they can destroy the FMAs monstrous humanoids they will be brought by their black-winged goddess, Morrigan, into the land of Erin and be enriched in paradise. As a result, the land has suffered under endless war for hundreds of years, and many people are beginning to give up hope that the legend of Erin is real. Through the 10 episodes of Season 1, the player, commonly referred to as the Rookie by various NPCs, tries to carry on humanity's goal of bringing forth Erin's descent. They battle numerous Fomorian forces, but also encounter severe conflicts with their own kind as well as themselves. Prologue: The Rookie comes to aiding the Crimson Blades in defeating a rampant giant spider, much to the Oracle Tive's protest. However, a mysterious character watches from the sidelines. Episode 1: The Crimson Blades. Living in the town of Colin, the Rookie allies with the Crimson Blades, the human mercenaries, in defeating the gnolls that patrol the perilous ruins. Episode 2: Shadow of the FMA. Continuing to adjust, the Crimson Blades dispatches the Rookie into Hoarfrost Hollow, where kobolds are preparing to attack Colin. Meanwhile, a humongous polar bear patrols the cold cave. Episode 3: Piercing the Crescent Moon. The Rookie is urged by Cadet Ellis of the Royal Academy to explore Rain, a town ruined by FMAs, and no one of the Royal Army is supposed to go there. However, constant visits results disastrous results, the death of Ellis. The Rookie learns that goblins and vampires inhabit the ruins, and the vampires are being pulled from their world into Ain. Episode 4: King of the Gnolls. Initially taking on a request to head to the Forbello Prairies entrance and the ruins of Sanctity, another off-limits area, the Rookie discovers that Fomorian allied gnolls inhabit the area. Upon reporting to the Crimson Blades, they decide to take action. The Pact. Upon learning that Tive has fallen into constant sleep, the Rookie must join the Silent Brotherhood, an organization who was once said to have cured the Oracle from such illness. However, the Rookie must come to a decisive action, to become a paladin who protects others, or become a Dark Knight who only serves the goddess. Episode 5: The Lost Holy Artifact. The Rookie is once again dispatched to Hoarfrost Hollow, but this time, its depths, while obviously encountering kobolds along the way. The Royal Army soon arrives upon learning that the kobold have taken a special artifact from them. Meanwhile, the Rookie also stumbles upon an ancient creature, the Yeti. Episode 5 Extra: Aedan. Lord Inkles of Vortal Castle and an old friend of the Crimson Blades leader Aedan arrives in Colin and requests the mercenaries to eliminate the trolls around his castle and in Hilda Forest ruins. Meanwhile, pieces of Aedan's past and interaction with his deceased family come to light. Episode 6, Colin in Flames, the rookie, now having risen the ranks up to a Royal Army cadet, is welcomed to Request. They, along with the Royal Army, are diverted to the Fomorian base where goblins and ogres lay while their leaders lead a siege on Colin. Episode 6 Extra, The Titan, a behemoth ogre known as the Titan has awakened from its slumber, and the rookie, the Crimson Blades, and the Royal Army must band together to defeat it. Episode 7, The Second Oracle, the Pontiff's Court has staged a gathering of oracles, but Ratman and Lizardman from Request's sewers have been making unexpected appearances. Episode 8, Not Even If You Kill Us All, Part 1, the Pontiff's Court declares the citizens of Vortal Castle traitors after suspecting them of rebellion. However, there is another true traitor in the midst. Episode 8, Not Even If You Kill Us All, Part 2, the rookie, along with Royal Army officers Gwyn and Kiagan, takes a much closer inspection of Ainlet Daylight and discovers a hidden catacomb, revealing the Royal Army's and the Pontiff's Court true heresy. Episode 9, The Song of Doom, with the Pontiff's Court announcing that the rookie and Royal Army officer Kiagan are wanted fugitives, they retreat to Colin and seek aid from the Silent Brotherhood where they reveal that the masterminds of the Pontiff's Court, the Fomorians, and the Lizardmen are devising a much more sinister plan in the depths of Request's sewers, Albay, a place where time stood still. Episode 10, God Slayer, with Tyve's ascension to Erin draws near, her best friend Kiagan grows desperate and tries to stop it. He attempts to bring forth Erin by killing Alkulas, the god of the Fmas, in order to break the seal that separates both worlds, but he becomes an uncontrollable god in the process. Episode 10 marks the final piece of Season 1, with the descent of the goddess finally arriving. Epilogue, Memories, with Tyve and Kiagan gone and becoming the goddess Morrigan and the god of Fmas cycle respectively, and Paradise finally arriving, time reverts to the beginning of Season 1 as if no one had ever met the rookie or ever knew the existence of those who died or had disappeared. Wouldn't it be great if time really did stop? No more wars. No more broken-hearted farewells. Just quiet peace. Season 2 Season 2 is an alternative storyline that branches off from Season 1 and requires the player to first complete Season 1 in order to start. The player must restart the game in order to begin Season 2. The player is told of a distant island named Melina, where they can relax in luxury. However, this relaxation isn't so relaxing as it seems, for they must rummage through pirates and new bands of monsters. Episode 1, Coffer Chasers, the rookie is informed by Colin's treasure hunter Shayla of a magnificent island named Melina where they can engorge themselves on pirate riches. They then get acquainted with Shayla's old friends on the island while trying to enlist in the treasure hunting guild known as the Coffer Chasers. However, in order to do that, they must overcome jungle trolls of Crescent Moon Island and the sirens and cursed pirates of a ship graveyard, all while facing the jungle trolls Snake God Lacoria and the siren Sea Devil Kraken. Episode 2, Twilight Desert, the rookie's next adventure leads them to the Twilight Desert, a once former kingdom that had disintegrated into this vast wasteland, now filled with Grim Reapers and Guardian soldiers. However, the desert and its secrets are much more than it appears to be. The rookie must stop Iset, princess of the desert who awakened after several hundred years-long slumber, from restoring the former kingdom while facing her lover and guardian Havan, who was resurrected by Iset using the magic of a death mask. Episode 2 Extra, The Grim Reaper. Following the events of Twilight Desert, the rookie is informed of a powerful Grim Reaper called Pantheum who didn't fall to rest even after the defeat of Iset and Havan. Episode 3, Secrets of the Crystals, Keen and the rookie investigate a mine enriched with mana-infused stones, but also with gremlins and magically powered woodmen. Meanwhile, Keen remembers something about his older brother and the woodman. Episode 4, Unbeliever's Paradise, Part 1, the Pontiff's Court makes a move on Melina to destroy the Destiny Stone, setting a series of events that results Marlowe's death and the rookie trying to save him. A hidden connection between the Pontiff's Court and Milo and Aulus is revealed. Episode 4, Unbeliever's Paradise, Part 2, on the rookie's journey to save Milo with Aulus and Enzo, the god of death, Cronquoch, refuses to return Milo and forces Enzo, revealed to be his servant, to fight them. Epilogue, with Aulus accepting her destiny as the Destiny Stone and disappearing, time once again reverts to the beginning of Season 2, where no one remembers the rookie or Milo or ever knew the existence of those who died. The rookie and Milo then reminisce of everything that had happened before parting ways. Season 3 The third season follows the events after Season 1 and 2. Due to the memory loss induced in the previous seasons, the rookie must reacquaint themselves with their allies, but unexpected twists occur. Prologue, Paradise of Oblivion, the Crimson Blades and the Royal Army launch a full-scale assault on the FMAs, leaving the rookie to guard Request in their absence. A mysterious creature named Muir attacks the city, and after its defeat, it asks them about the memories that only they retained. The humans return from the assault, but the rookie discovers that Eden, Mark, and Reardon are missing and no one remembers them. Their investigation brings them to Cycle, who asks them if destiny meant if they would repeat the same choices even if it meant losing everything. Episode 1, Path of the Hero, realizing the only way to get answers is with Muir's help, the rookie releases him from Request, where the Silent Brotherhood reluctantly takes him in after discovering he was formerly human. Muir suffers from memory loss and he tells the rookie that his memories lie in Ben Chenna, a mountain that was forgotten since Morrigan's sealing, where mysterious corrupted wood elves roam around. Episode 2, A Mountain of Ash, continuing to traverse Ben Chenna, the rookie and Muir discover remnants of the past, including coming across Milo and Isaac. Development, the name was changed from Mabinogi Heroes to Vindictus in North America and Europe. Vindictus is said to be derived from two words, vindicate, and vindictive. Nexon America, Nexon's North American division, announced the new name on March 12, 2010, at the Game Developers Conference. Originally, the game was named Invictus, but due to an error from an intern, it became Vindictus. Vindictus uses the Source engine to allow players to interact extensively with the environment. Environmental objects can be destroyed or picked up and wielded as weapons. Networking for gameplay involves using ProudNet. Combat was described as kind of brutal, like a bullfight, or Monster Hunter, and requiring a lot of teamwork. Release, on July 19, 2009, a Mabinogi Heroes open beta promotional video was released in South Korea, followed by the release of Mabinogi Heroes itself. The Mabinogi Heroes open release page has been launched and the game itself was premiere launched on December 16, 2009. The game was opened to the home user player on January 21, 2010. North America During the Penny Arcade Expo 2009, it was announced that Mabinogi Heroes, along with Dragon Nest and Crazy Arcade will be released by Nexon America in 2010. In early March 2010, Nexon America officially revealed the North American release of Mabinogi Heroes at the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. According to the announcement, the name of the game had been changed to Vindictus in North America. The game was scheduled for a Q4 2010 release. On April 28, 2010, the Vindictus teaser website was launched on the Nexon America portal site. An updated game trailer as well as summaries of the game's story, characters and gameplay were available. In April 2010, the game's revised logo for the North American release was revealed on the game's official Facebook page. The logo consisted of a stylized V done in a Celtic knot pattern over the word Vindictus. The artwork for the logo is distinctive from the original Mabinogi Heroes and to date has not been used outside the North American market. The company also launched a teaser website that included updated information on aspects of the game including story characters, screenshots and various marketing materials. Closed beta applications from Vindictus began on July 1 and ended on July 19, 2010. Closed beta began on August 10 and ended on August 24, 2010. Early access open beta began on September 15 and lasted until October 5. Previous closed beta testers have been granted early access to open beta. Closed beta testers have also been sent 2 early access beta keys to distribute and spread the word about Vindictus. Full open beta began on October 13, 2010. The full launch of Vindictus occurred on October 27, 2010, which introduced the mage character Evi to the roster. As of October 2010, North American Vindictus has changed its token system from a total of 100 tokens per week to 150 tokens per week due to complaints from the players. This change was brought out from meetings the Nexon staff hosted, in which players from Los Angeles were able to discuss the issues pertaining to the issue. In April 2011, the token system was removed for a month and promised another token-free month if the Vindictus Facebook page reached 100,000 fans by May 25. On May 27, the token system was removed permanently, effective immediately due to high game content and stable economy. Other regions. It was initially announced that Vindictus Europe would be first released in Q4 2010, however the launch date has been postponed several times because of site management issues, insufficient funding, and mainly because Nexon Europe did not have enough time to manage, maintain and update the game. It was finally revealed via a trailer at the official Vindictus Europe website in August 2011. Nexon Europe has stated that Europe would be receiving the Extreme Edition of the game. Europe is the first region to not receive the Premier Edition of the game, with a high percentage of European voters favoring the Extreme Edition shown during a poll set up on the official Facebook page of Vindictus Europe. The service area of Vindictus Europe covers all European countries except Russia, as was stated in the note of closed beta news. During September 2, 2011, closed beta keys were released on the Vindictus Europe Facebook page, which granted access to the Vindictus Europe closed beta test. Closed beta test ran from September 16 to September 19, 2011. Pre-launch of Vindictus began on September 28. The game was officially launched on October 5, 2011. In October 2011, the game's item shop has opened. Players are now able to charge their accounts with Nexon Cash and buy useful things which help in the game. The game is also available for China and Taiwan as Mabinogi Heroes, as it is originally in Korea. As of November 2012, the North American server opened to Australia and Mexico. There is no global English server, and people who are not in North America and Europe are IP blocked. Extreme Edition. On July 15, 2010, an alternative version of Mabinogi Heroes was announced for Korea. It is known as the Extreme Edition, and often referred to as Mabinogi Heroes XE and abbreviated MHXE. Based on existing high-quality movements in Mabinogi Heroes Premier, Mabinogi Heroes XE presents splendid and unrestrained movements more in line with the public's taste. Starting from April 24, 2014, Nexon Korea merged XE and Premier servers and remove XE features, due to underpopulation of XE server and unstable connection on both. Only the Chinese, Taiwanese and European versions have XE. Compared with Mabinogi Heroes Premier, Mabinogi Heroes XE has the following major differences. A combo system has been added. If players succeed in attacking the enemy continuously without being interrupted, they will gain combo points. On normal difficulty, bosses are slower and are a lot easier to dodge. Hero mobs appear in all difficulties. Boss HP can be viewed in all difficulties as opposed to normal only in Premier. Players have a lot more stamina. Players will automatically sprint with no stamina costs. Normal attacks will use stamina as opposed to halting stamina regain. And certain skills had their function changed. Reception. Vindictus was nominated for Best MMO at E3 2010 that was held at the Los Angeles Convention Center from June 14 to 17. IGN awarded Vindictus Best Free-to-Play MMO Game of 2010. References. External links, official website, official website, official website, official website, official website, official Vindictus wiki, Heroes Najas in Community/Simulator.